It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, I'm here. What's happening, everybody? It's showtime. It's Geno Jones showtime. So I'm coming to you live today, Tuesday. Now my normal days, start days and times are Monday through Friday. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. That's 6, okay? I have 5 fingers. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. 5:30 in Chicago and Central time. 3:30 live in Los Angeles and on the West Coast. So tell everybody to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share, like, click that thumbs up you see below. Give me the likes. It's important. We gotta freak these algorithms and let them know it's important. And YouTube looks at all that. So be sure to give me a thumbs up, a like. You can binge watch all my back episodes. Please leave your comments. This is also important. Leave your comments below in the comment section. If you're watching me live right now, you can either start or join the conversation. You can ask a question or a comment you want to come from me. Good luck with that. But if you do, I'm going to send you back where you came from. But come on. Let's have a conversation in the chat room. Jump in here right now. By the way, please, it is so important that we support Black-owned media because nobody is going to tell our story like us. And Black-owned media not only tells the story of the accurate narrative and story of Black America, it tells the story of America, period. And the truth about America's history that involves everybody. It's a different conversation. So I would be honored. I would love to have you as part of the Geno Jones Show family as an advertiser or sponsor. So I can get you sponsorship information. I'll get you a package. If you want to run TV ads on my show, I would be honored to have you as part of my family. And I will also, those who become a sponsor, you get invited on the show at least once a month, monthly, to come on and tell your story and talk about anything and everything that's going on with your business. Any exciting new projects or ideas or technology or hires, or maybe you're expanding, whatever it is. You get to come on at least once a month, whole episode. You will be my only guest on that episode. I do a segment supporting specifically Black-owned business, but any small business owner or medium-sized, if you want to come on and talk about it and be a sponsor, I'd love to have you. But we center Black-owned businesses because nowhere else, there's no other media platforms except for the ones that are Black-owned that will even showcase and platform and give Black-owned businesses, especially small Black-owned businesses and medium-sized, a platform to tell their story. It's just not going to happen. It's not happening because you don't see it anywhere. And that's intentional. So I have to be intentional in making sure that businesses, Black-owned and people of color, women who normally won't get platforms, you won't see them on TVs, you won't see the infomercials. Well, here's a chance, here's an opportunity for them to come on my platform and to tell their story and promote their business. So we love to have you. Now, here's a programming note. It's going to be one more live show this week on Wednesday. As a matter of fact, I got a young man I'm very proud of. I'm excited to have him on the show. I do a segment on my radio show, Geno's Academic All-Stars. I've been doing it for 20 years, where I put a spotlight and showcase young people from kindergartners to seniors in high school with an A average. Just to use my media platform. Well, I don't own that media platform, but the media platform that I control or that I shine on, that I use from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m., where I do my radio show. And I've been using my platform as having the #1 show here in a couple different times a day. I'm on now, late mornings, middays. I was on in the afternoon. My show's been #1 in both of those time slots for 20 years. So I use the show and the success and popularity of my radio show to highlight young people here in this community. Any young person, but specifically young black men and women that do well in school. But I have Hispanic young people and white kids that have been my academic all-stars. But once again, this was a chance for me to change the narrative, because the only time that you see young black youth, for the most part, on TV, especially on TV news, is when they commit a crime. And the news media will have you think that those, less than 10% probably, or less than that you see that gets involved in criminal activity or find themselves just caught up, in a situation because of their surroundings or lack of guidance and influence and direction and mentors and role models and family structure, a whole lot of different reasons. They will highlight that. They'll send satellite trucks on the front lawn. They'll block up a whole city block to showcase and show young black people who are engaging in any kind of violent activity. Now, they won't do that for white kids. That would really be something special, because white Americans and black Americans actually commit crime at the same rate, about 11%, the last number I saw, FBI statistics. I don't trust this FBI now, with Kash Patel, that clown that's the head of the FBI. But I digress. But black Americans who do commit the crimes that white Americans do, at the same percentage, about 11%, get convicted 3 times a higher rate than white people that commit the exact same crime. Why is that? Well, we know why it's that. Anyway, back to my programming note. No live show on this Thursday and this Friday. No live show next Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. So no live show. It'll be the best of the Geno Jones Show. So at 6:30, come to my channel and binge watch all your favorite episodes. Now, you can do that anytime. All of my episodes are available 24/7 on the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. But, keep the routine. That'll help my algorithms. Because, like I said, YouTube, they look at all that. So it's 6:30, or 5:30 in Chicago Central Time, 3:30 p.m. live in Los Angeles and on the West Coast. Even when I'm not on live, come to the channel and pick out your favorite episode or episodes and rewatch them, binge watch all of them. I got 4.5 years of great episodes and monologues right here on the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Hi, Rosalind. How are you? Thank you. We got a good show today. So if you get a chance, jump on your social media. Let folks know they want to come on over here, because I want to put us up on game. I don't want us to get distracted, and I've got to make sure that I am reinforcing this message, that I'm repeating this message. I got to bang it like Sheila E. was banging the drum when she was dating Prince. Because, Sheila E. is one hell of a drum. She's like one of the best drummers ever, period. I didn't say one of the best female drummers. I said this sister is one of the baddest drummers, period, full stop. So, and shout out to my executive producer, my #1 fan. Hello, mother. And everybody else watching, please jump in my chat room, say hi. Just let me know who's watching, where you watching. If you want me to give a shout out to you, shout out to my Geminis. It's your time to shine, my June babies. Geminis, you are up right now. Cancers, you're up next. But Geminis, it is your time. Stand up. And everybody watching, please jump in like I said, jump in my chat room and let me know who's watching, because I can see you guys out there watching me live, and I appreciate it. So, no live show this Thursday and Friday. The best of the Geno Jones Show is 6:30 or anytime right here on my YouTube channel. And then next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the best of the Geno Jones Show. Pick your favorite episodes right here. Next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 6:30 or anytime. Binge watch any back episode that you missed, or watch it over and over again, and binge watch and take notes and all that. Screen grab, rip some of the video and post it, make it go viral, create your own little video shorts right here on YouTube or whatever platform that you have. All right, so But there will be a live show tomorrow. Like I said, I got a young man, one of my academic all-stars. He is going to be my guest student. There's a scholarship called the Gates Scholarship, and it's a very prestigious scholarship. And every year, close to 50,000 students. I think this year the number was over 48,000 students applied for the scholarship. Now, out of over 48,000 students who submitted essays and applied for this Gates Scholarship that is very prestigious, less than 1,000 were actually awarded a Gates Scholarship. Actually, I think the number was around 750 out of over 48,000 high school students were awarded this Gates Scholarship. And the young man's name is Carmelo Jones. No relation, not that I know of. He's here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro, a little small town just outside of downtown Charleston. Cross, South Carolina, stand up. So Carmelo Jones, young man, is going to be attending the University of South Carolina. He's going to be a Gamecock this fall. So even I was like, man, the HBCUs weren't recruiting you. And he said he wanted to stay home, even though he got South Carolina State. So, hey, I told him, look, if South Carolina, the University of South Carolina don't treat you right, man, you need to look at a HBCU. You got South Carolina State right there. So I'm 10 toes down with supporting our HBCUs, even though I didn't attend one because growing up, there are no HBCUs in Chicago. So until I actually got in college, I really didn't know much of anything about HBCUs because we don't have them in Chicago. We don't have any in the state of Illinois. So, everybody in Chicago, I mean, you had, of course, for those honor roll students, you had Northwestern University, and then the super smart ones, the University of Chicago. We had another great university, DePaul University, Roosevelt University. Then we got colleges like our City State College of Chicago State University, where my legal expert and political contributor, Sean Mitchell, he teaches. He is a professor at Chicago State University and Malcolm X College back. So we had so many colleges and universities. Of course, my alma mater, Columbia College Chicago. You got the Art Institute of Chicago. Just a lot of great institutions, but no HBCUs. So I digress. Now, tomorrow, Wednesday, if you're watching me live, it's Tuesday afternoon, early evening. So Wednesday, there's a docudrama called One Last Breath. Shout out to Rose Simmons. Rose Simmons is a filmmaker, and her team made this beautiful it's a docu movie, One Last Breath. It centers this horrible event that happened 10 years ago in about 14 days. So June 17th, 2015. June 17th, 2015, somewhere around 8 p.m., maybe a little after 8 p.m., there was just a demonic spirit and soul. A young man was, I think, 21, maybe 21 years old. I'm not even going to dignify this demon by mentioning his name. But he went into the Mother Emanuel Church, one of the most legendary AME. AME stands for African Methodist Episcopal churches in the world. Mother Emanuel Church. It is iconic. It is legendary. It is downtown Charleston, South Carolina. And they had a Bible study on Wednesday. The pastor of Mother Emanuel at the time, Reverend Clemency Pinckney, who was also a representative in the South Carolina State House, along with some other reverends. And there was a Reverend Dr. Daniel, actually he's a reverend and a doctor, Reverend Daniel Simmons. His daughter is Rose Simmons. She's made a docu-movie, because it's reenactment, but also you get to learn the story about her dad, Reverend Daniel Simmons, who was a very prominent man in the black church, especially in the African American Methodist Church. A powerful leader, well known, not just in the AME churches, but just the black church community and just the church community in general in America. So he was a very well known, celebrated man, and he was one of the 9 that were murdered by this Cretan who came as a stranger. And the 9 members who were at Bible study, it was actually, I think about 14, Rose said last night, because there were actually 5 survivors, mainly women and children that he didn't kill, because this demon, this Cretan, said that he wanted those people to tell the world what happened, because this jackass, this murderer, who's sitting in jail for life, wanted to start a race war. Little did he know, he damn near got what he wanted. And that's going to be talked about in this docu-movie. He came very close. They say, be careful what you wish for. You don't F around and find out. He came a lot closer to getting his wish than he realized. But I'll digress. I'll save that for the movie. So, One Last Breath, you can stream it globally, around the world. Everybody can stream it beginning tomorrow or Wednesday. OneLastBreath.org. OneLastBreath.org. So you can stream it. As a matter of fact, it'll be coming to theaters in limited release around America pretty soon, by the end of June. There's going to be 2 screenings here in Charleston, South Carolina on Wednesday. There's going to be 2 screenings in Columbia, South Carolina on this Thursday. So, but you'll be able to stream the movie and make sure, so everybody, make sure that you stream this movie. It's so important, once again, that we support with our clicks. You know, you vote with your clicks. That says a lot. Your clicks, what you watch and what you click on has power. It does, and I don't think we really understand that. So that is very, very, very important. Tomorrow, you can you can stream the movie OneLastBreath.org. OneLastBreath.org. If you're in the Charleston, South Carolina, or Columbia, South Carolina metro, Charleston, South Carolina tomorrow, 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. The American Theater, downtown on King Street. So you can type it into your navigation, your Waze, or whatever, your Google Maps or your Apple Maps or whatever the heck you got. And Thursday, there are going to be 2 screenings in Columbia, South Carolina. So, and also that website, OneLastBreath.org. It'll have all the information in terms of where these red carpet screenings are, and they will also keep you posted. Or if you would like to, your organization, your fraternity, your sorority, your church, if you and your members would like to, or maybe just, it could be an individual. Maybe you want to rent out a theater and have this movie shown in your city, you can also contact Rose Simmons and her team, OneLastBreath.org. OneLastBreath.org. So, oh yes, I think my mother's saying she definitely got to see it. Yes, everybody, you really want to see this docu movie. It is so very, very powerful. Okay, so before I get out of here, this is what I want to talk about today. I'm gonna be very repetitive. I am intentional. I warned the world about, and not just me alone, but I was on this show banging the drum, warning people about this MAGA cult and Project 2025 and everything that they plan to get rid of. Well, now's reality. Here we are. A couple days ago, there's a federal program that's been around for years called Job Corps. Some of you are watching me right now. You were in the Job Corps. Some of your children, you have sons, daughters, you had nieces, nephews, godchildren that were once in Job Corps. So the Job Corps offered free housing, free meals, free medical care, and job training, all free for low-income youth. So if your family, if their annual income was below a certain level, you could become a member of Job Corps, and you would get job training skills, and they would place you. As a matter of fact, one of my nephews, Nino, for a couple years, was a part of one of the Job Corps programs. Shout out to Reverend Bratton, Reverend Lawrence Bratton, Reverend Larry Bratton, some people know him as. He was affiliated. He ran one of the Job Corps programs here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro area, and did a fabulous and incredible job. I had the honor to speak to some of the young people, mostly men, but I had young women in the program also, and I had the honor to speak on multiple occasions because they would go by semesters. I think it would go maybe 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months, and then they would have a whole new class that would come in, and you would get the free housing, free meals, and medical care training. They would even get like those stipends, something like stipends for low-income youth. Well, your boy Owen Chitler is by the end of the month, as of a couple days ago, he announced that the Job Corps program is going to end. It'll be gone. Vamoose, ghost, out of here, gone, bye. By the end of June. So there's going to be tens of thousands, possibly millions of young people won't be able to take advantage, low income, of all backgrounds, white, black, Hispanic, Native American, Asian American, doesn't matter, young men and young women who otherwise families don't have the money. Some of the kids could be homeless or bouncing around. They provided free housing and meals. Sometimes some of the kids had been runaways in the past, maybe involved in trafficking. They got away from that. And once again, the Job Corps offered all of it, free housing and free meals and free medical care and free job training skills. So that's going to be gone in less than a month, the end of June, this month. Now, also, your daughter or your niece that's got asthma stands to lose her health insurance if our family's on Medicare. Your grandma in that nursing home, because somewhere between, I've seen a couple different sets of numbers. I've seen somewhere over 70% to right around 90+%. So somewhere over 70%, maybe as high as 90% of the nursing homes in America get their money, are funded through Medicaid. Just like you have Medicaid is health insurance for children from low-income families, kind of like the Job Corps program. So some of you all, living right at or below the poverty line, you need Medicare to help you survive, and your children have health. That's how they get their health insurance. Or maybe your niece or nephew gets their health insurance through Medicaid. Your grandma, your grandfather, or maybe your mom and dad that's in a nursing home, and that nursing home stay was allowing your grandma or your parents to stay in that nursing home. That money, 70 to 90% of that money is coming from Medicaid. Your uncle or aunt is on disability. Get a disability check, that's through Medicaid, gonna lose their health insurance. So let me just say this. Don't be distracted by clemency, by pardons, and Diddy's trial. That's what Donald Trump, AKA Owen Chitler, that's what he wants you to do. And for all the brothers in the barbershop, the young men in the barbershop or wherever you are, wherever you are gaming, are chilling, on the stoop, on the corner, sitting on the porch, wherever you are in the basement, you're twisting one up, you're smoking your trees or your whatever you want to call them, doobies, spliffs, joints. We got old school and new school. Whatever it is. It's saying, oh, man, y'all said Donald Trump, that he hate black folks. He freed Larry Hoover. He freed NBA Youngboy, the rapper. First of all, he didn't free Larry Hoover, notorious gang leader of the Black Gangster Disciples. He gave him clemency. Clemency is a reduction or ending of a sentence, but it doesn't clear your record. And he could only give him clemency in the federal trial that federal case he got in 1995 for basically engaging, according to the feds, he was convicted of running a criminal enterprise from prison, from the state prison he was in Illinois, which he'll be going back to a state prison in Illinois unless they send him to another state, because Larry Hoover initially was jailed in 1973 because he was found guilty of murder. So he was given a sentence of life plus, not just life in prison, life plus 200 years. So this whole thing about, Donald Trump gave Larry Hoover clemency. He did pardon NBA Youngboy. He did that to distract us and to divide us as black people. To have some of you all saying, well, see, Trump, he cool. He love black folks. He don't give a shit about you or me or your mama or your daddy or my mother or my sister or my nieces or my brothers. Nobody. He don't even give a shit about it. And for all you MAGA cult members that's worshiping this man like he is like a white orange Jesus, he don't give a shit about you. He don't even give a shit about these billionaires. The only thing he cares about is their money. As long as they're buying his, this Trump coin, crypto coin he's got that's enriching him and his family, he is pimping. He is straight pimping the American people. Even those with money. He is pimping. He is pimping. He has turned the White House. He has horned the White House. He is pimping the White House. And he is pimping poor and working class people. And yes, specifically poor and working class white people. Because in large numbers, you voted for your own demise, economic demise. You can't even afford groceries now. People are using this app where you can buy stuff on installment. I forgot the name of it. It'll come to me if somebody will type it in the chat room. But there's this app where you can buy groceries. Well, it didn't start off that way. It started off like furniture, where you could buy it you could basically buy it on installment. If you didn't have the money to pay for the whole thing at one time, you could break it up into 4 payments. And this app lets you do it. It's like a credit company, but it's like easy for people to get access to it. But if you don't pay on time, just like these payday loans, the interest is criminal. It's like it's not technically illegal, but it should be. The interest should be criminal because it's like dealing with a loan shark from the mafia. And people now are using these installment payment apps. They were using it to buy concert tickets or to buy clothes. Now people are having to use it to buy groceries. They are having to use these apps on their phone, installment payment apps to buy groceries. That's what y'all voted for, right? Because y'all wasn't voting for the economy. You were voting you were voting for the racism and the sexism and the misogyny and the patriarchy. And you thought it was only going to be black folks or brown folks, Mexicans or Muslims. But now to the white America, the MAGA cult, white America, segment of white America, who tapped into their racism and their bigotry and their hatred and misogyny and sexism and homophobia, transphobia, all of that, worrying about a trans woman athlete, and trans people in America make a less than 1%. And you think the reason that your daughter was going to get cut from her volleyball team or couldn't win was because of a trans woman? There is zero. Okay, there is zero trans women in the WNBA. So if your little white MAGA daughter wasn't good enough to make it in the WNBA, don't blame a trans woman. You can blame, white women like Caitlin Clark and Paige Beckers, along with the black stars like Asia Wilson, Angel Reese. They had nothing to do with a trans woman, so they used that. They used that as a con, to con you into bullshit, to steal your money and to take away all your benefits. Veterans, for you to take away your benefits. They have made so many dramatic cuts within the Veterans Administration. I think every day, 18 veterans a day commit suicide. And it was like a suicide prevention hotline through the Veterans Administration, and they cut that. But y'all are loyal. You voted for this man? And this is what he thinks about you, the same man that calls soldiers and men and women in the military losers and suckers, and you still voted for him. And 18 veterans a day commit suicide. And the suicide prevention hotline that the Veterans Administration provided, they got rid of that. So Elon Musk and his bitch ass and Donald Trump and Jeff Zuckerberg and Meta and Facebook and Instagram and Jeff Bezos at Amazon. So billionaires could get more money and get a bigger tax breaks. And they're doing that by getting rid of the health insurance your daughter, your niece, or your nephew gets that has asthma, or your grandmother that's in a nursing home. That money, take that money, shut down the nursing home. Good luck with grandma. Y'all put her in the basement, put her in the back room, whatever. Let out a pack, get a couch, and let the couch out, because we don't give a damn about your grandmother, your grandfather. We don't give a damn about your mother or father. We want this money so we can buy some more yachts and some more private jets and have more side pieces and 14 babies like Elon Musk, who says that he believes he needs to populate the world with his dumb ass. Or your uncle's disability insurance through Medicaid. Or like I said, or your daughter, your niece's health insurance that she gets for Medicaid for that asthma. And the asthma treatments she can get through Medicaid, she's losing that. And the Job Corps program that your nephew was on, who, ran away from home and just kind of, got sideways, that Job Corps program that provided free housing for him. Maybe he'd run away and got in trouble with gangs or whatever, and he turned his life around. Somebody got him in the Job Corps in a program, and the Job Corps gave him free housing and free meals and medical care, free medical care and job training, and he turned his life around when he was 17 or 18. Well, that program, gone. Money gone. Where's the money going? To Elon Musk and Donald Trump and his family. So don't get distracted. Don't get distracted with Diddy's trial. Don't get distracted with pardons and clemency. Don't get distracted. Don't let Donald Trump, don't let Orange Hitler, as I call him, divide us, Black America, and pit us against each other. Because when you black folks, the ones that still, some of you all still brainwashed with the MAGA cult. Not nowhere near the majority, It's a minority, a small minority, but this man don't give a shit. And all of America, the MAGA cult members of all races, he don't give a shit about you. And he's showing that by his actions, by this budget bill they want to pass. A budget represents what you value. If you want to know what a person's values are, who and what they value, you can tell by how they spend their money or who and what they spend their money on. Because what they care about and what they value, they'll spend money on it. And who they don't care about and who they don't give a shit about and what they don't care about, they won't, not only will they not give money to those programs, they'll eliminate the programs and take the money for them damn selves, for their damn selves, okay? So, all right. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and you, especially you. Thank you, Rosalind Anderson. Thank you to Mary Dixon, my mother. Thank you to everybody watching me live. Do not forget, on Wednesday, make sure you check out the docu-movie about the Mother Emanuel 9. It's the story of one of the victims, Reverend Daniel Simmons, an incredible leader in the black church. He was the very last member of the Mother Emanuel Church. Out of the 9 that were murdered on that fateful, horrible night, I'll never forget, it was a Wednesday night, June 17th, 2015. He was the last church member to die. And he fought, because many of those victims were shot and killed, and they died right there in the basement of the Mother Emanuel Church. A few got to the hospital, and Reverend Daniel Simmons, he fought long enough, and they got him to the hospital, and they tried to save his life, but they couldn't. So he was the last member, the last of the fallen angels of the Mother Emanuel 9, as we call them here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro. He was the last murder victim to die early that following morning, either late that night or I think early, maybe later that night. So make sure you stream this movie. You can once again, One Last Breath, onelastbreath.org. onelastbreath.org. And if you're in the Charleston metro, anywhere tomorrow, if you can take a day off or whatever, jump in a car, if you can get a cheap flight, jump on one of the airlines, come to Charleston, South Carolina. There's going to be 2 red carpet screenings here in Charleston, South Carolina, downtown Charleston, South Carolina, at the American Theater, 1 p.m. on Wednesday, 3 p.m. on Wednesday, red carpet screening. So, throw your gear on, look good. But it's a very powerful it's called a docu-movie, is Rose Simmons. Rose Simmons, she was the daughter of Reverend Daniel Simmons, who was one of the victims of the Mother Emanuel 9. So she's a filmmaker, and she made this to tell another angle, another part of that story of that horrible night, and the story of her dad, who was one of the victims, who was an incredible man. So it was a wonderful docu-movie. Then there's going to be a red carpet screening in Columbia, South Carolina on this Thursday. But Wednesday, 2 screenings, the American Theater, downtown Charleston. It's going to be 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. So make sure you see that. All right, once again, thank you, Rosalind. Shout out to my mother, Mary Dixon, and everybody else watching. You still got some time. Jump in the chat room. Let me know who's watching so I can shout you out before I get out of here. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your clicks, your views. It's been great, incredible. One of the fastest growing shows right here on YouTube. Normally 5 nights a week, but let me give you a programming note. So it's going to be a live show on Wednesday. Then it'll be the best of the Geno Jones Show this Thursday, this Friday, next Monday, next Tuesday, next Wednesday, the best of. So you can come here at 6:30 and you can pick out your favorite episode or episodes, and you can binge watch them. However, you can binge watch, you can come to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel and watch your favorite episodes anytime you want. But just to kind of, to trick and freak the algorithm, because they used to people coming to the channel at 6:30. So even if I'm not live, the best of the shows, the best of the Geno Jones shows are here. So come on at 6:30 or 5:30 Central Time, Chicago, or 3:30 p.m. live in Los Angeles, or live on the West Coast, all that, because the LA's on the West Coast. So come to the channel and binge watch all your back episodes. Once again, your financial support is greatly appreciated. As a matter of fact, I would be honored. I would love to have you as part of the Geno Jones Show family, as a sponsor or advertiser, run your television commercials here. And on top of it, let me help you grow your business as we grow together. As a matter of fact, my sponsors, a sponsor of the show, you will have once a month, one of my episodes will be dedicated to you. You come on, you tell your story. Talk about your business, tell us the story, the origin story, tell us about the ups and downs, the challenges, the successes, and any new exciting products, technology, launches. Maybe you are expanding, or just to promote your business in any way you see fit. You have that opportunity as a sponsor to come on at least once a month to promote your business in person, right here on camera with me on the Geno Jones Show. So reach out to me, GenoJonesShow@gmail.com. So send me your contact information, and I will make sure I'll get you a sponsorship package. I'll set up a meeting with you and your company, your team, your family, whatever. Now, you can support the show financially, make a financial contribution, a gift, financial gift to this show, my channel, my media company, love offering. You can bless a brother's business, and a belated birthday present. My birthday was only, actually, was it 2 weeks from today? That's right, sure was. May 20th, 2 weeks ago today. So now you can make a financial donation, a gift, or contribution to the Geno Jones Show and Geno Media 2 ways. So you can Zelle me, you can Zelle my media company. So go to Zelle, type in Geno Jones, and then use my email address to send whatever financial gift, whatever financial contribution you'd like to make to the show. You can do that via Zelle using my email address, the same email address if you want to contact me to get sponsorship packages, information about running your TV commercials on this show. GenoJonesShow@gmail. No the, but that's how you spell it. GenoJonesShow@gmail. GenoJonesShow@gmail. So you can Zelle your financial contribution, financial support, your gift. You can Cash App it also. Cash App is $Dad G Jones. $ capital D like Daddy, lowercase a like Apple, lowercase d like David, capital G like Geno, capital J like Jones, lowercase o like Oprah, lowercase n like Nanette, lowercase e like Elephant, lowercase s like Sam. So that's $Dad G Jones on Cash App. All right, everybody. Thank you. So we'll see you live tomorrow, Wednesday. If you're watching me live, 6:30 p.m. tomorrow, or if you're watching me early Wednesday morning. So Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central Time, Chicago and Houston and New Orleans and Memphis and Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Dallas, 6:30 Eastern Time, Detroit City, New York City, Philly, Miami, Atlanta, Charlotte, you name it. Live in Los Angeles and everybody on the West Coast, Wednesday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Once again, don't forget, onelastbreath.org will be streaming. That docu-movie will be streaming starting sometime tomorrow. I don't know exactly, maybe as early as midnight tonight, which will actually be Wednesday morning. But you'll be able to stream the docu-movie, One Last Breath. Story about one of the members of one of the fallen angels, one of the members who were murdered inside the Mother Emanuel Church 10 years ago, almost in about 14 days, June 17th, 2015. An incredible movie. Shout out once again to Rose Simmons and her team. All right, I love everybody. Thank you all so much. Thank you for watching. Be sure to copy and paste the link. You can share this episode, tag people on everybody that follows you on your social media pages. You can share it, tag it, copy and paste the link in a text message or email or in their little messenger section where you send a message on whatever platform that you may be on, all the platforms that you are on. Shout out to Mr. Mark Hill Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. He is the CEO of Designer Cuts. Check him out on Instagram, Kel B Cutting Up, KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones is the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check Allie Jones and her Lexi Jones collection out. LX.N like Nanette, C like Charlie, L like Lexi _ LX.N CL _ And big shout out to my man Bruce Gage, wardrobe consultant, stylist for the show. Check out his Mario Uomo collection. That's Mario Uomo. Mario, Mario Uo. Uomo is U like umbrella, O like Oprah, M like Mary, O like ostrich or opera. Mario Uomo on Instagram, IG, or IG, kids say IG, Instagram. Mario Uomo, Mario Uomo. Or Bruce Gage on Facebook. Thanks, everybody. I love you. Thank you for watching. Let's make this episode go viral. Copy and paste the link. Don't forget, please, leave your comments in the comment section right below. I want to hear from you. YouTube wants to hear from you. And be sure to click that thumbs up. Live Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 Central Time, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. The Geno Jones Show will be back on the air live. Thank you for watching.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.